Namaha. Om Namostute Vyasa-vishala-buddhe Pullarabindhayatapatra-netra Yena tvaya bharata-taila-purna Prajvalito jnanamaya pradipa. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Dhyanamoolam Gurur Murti Pujamoolam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Guru Kripa. Om Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namah. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai, Sachidananda Bhagavan ki jai, Krishna Bhagavan ki jai, Gita Mata ki jai. Hari Om. We are discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 5th chapter, and yesterday we were discussing on Sarva Karmani, all the action, and they are the Nitya Karma that we have seen, Sandhya Vandan, etc. And Naimitika Karma, that is some special events such as the birth of a son or eclipse, etc. What is that special we do at the time of eclipse?
We remove our Genev and put
Huh?
We remove our Genev and put a new Genev again.
What?
Genev.
Genev.
बदलते हैं.
अच्छा, एक तो ये हो जाएगा eclipse के टाइम पर. At the time of eclipse you have to, it is taken for granted because of absence of sun. What happens? Not only sun, moon also, because they are our life sources. Without sun or moon, our life is not possible on earth. The life on earth is completely dependent on the sun and moon. Of course, the stars and everything. But these are two grahas, the planets. Instead of earth, we have taken Chandrama as moon as the planet, because moon is very important for the vegetations on earth. Of course, water and other elements are required, but without moonlight, the vegetations never can grow properly. And tides in ocean, And it has got so much effect on mind also. So we use the word, if your mind is in disorder conditions, then you are called a lunatic. So it itself shows how much the mind is concerned with the mind. The moon.
Maybe what is more important, sun or moon?
What Sardar says, that will be more important.
So I think moon, Sadar thinks moon is more important.
Achha,
Because sun gives us light in the daytime when we don't need it. Moon gives us light in the night when we need it.
Yes. There is no need of any light at the daytime. So, sun is not of so much importance as the moon is. Correct. Sardar is perfectly all right. And that's why he is Sardar. Sardar means the chief. In this way, at the time of lunar eclipses, lunar or solar, that is same, one becomes impure. That means it has got tremendous effect on our lifestyle. Some modern scientists, some, not all, they believe there is nothing to observe because there are only some incidents happen in the sky. What does it matter to us? No need of fasting and doing observing all these, what generally the Indians follow. They say it is only blind faith. But of course it is blind faith because the blind thinks the whole world is blind only. If it is only some incident happening in the sky, what does it matter to us? So, sunrise and sunset also the similar, some events happening in the sky, what does it matter to you? Let us see how long you can survive without sun and without moon also. Everything, these so-called scientists, so-called, they are not real scientists. They are blind fellows, they don't know. Every atom has influence over the other atom. Air has influence over you, water, fire, and the earth, the vegetations, whatever around you, it has got influence over you. Don't you feel anything when you go near a fireplace? And on the other hand, when you go to a snowy mountain, don't you feel any difference? Has it got no effect on you? Without air, if you use polluted air, what happens to you? And if you drink polluted water, what happens to you? Everything has influence over everyone, every others. How can you deny and say something is happening in the sky? What does it matter to us? So something is going around you. Why are you puzzled? Why are you so much concerned? Everything has to be taken seriously. Everything. Then only you can live a happy and meaningful life, successful life. Everything to be aware of every moment, that is called real life. Or else your life is haphazard. Such people are called ignorant fellows. So what we observe at the time of eclipses, you have to not eat at that time. Many incidents practically seen. If you get some wounds at that time, it is very hard to cure it. No medicine can do anything because it is serious wound.
Food and all we don't take just 3 to 4 hours early only.
Pardon?
Before eclipse starts. 3 to 4
You
hours.
have to
Some
keep
few
an
hours.
empty stomach.
A few hours only that starts.
Yes. And after that also you have to purify your body and all the things in
We
the...
take bath and
Yes.
and after finishing
Before and after you have to take bath.
in the meantime there is a food.
Yes, yes. And all types of rituals are not done. It is stopped. But remembrance of God mentally is not affected because mind should be purified at all time. So the God's name or remembrance of God is the highest purifier. So you should not forget. And many other observances are taken to be practiced. See, you should not look at the eclipse with bare eyes. That is process. You have to see it in colored water. We put turmeric.
X-ray.
Huh?
X-ray.
Yes. You should see it indirectly, not directly. It affects the eyes. So if it can affect the eyes that is seen practically, you will get blind.
Totally.
Yes. If you look at the full eclipse of the sun, you are bound to go blind. No doctor can cure you. Chandrama manaso jata suryo chaksho ajayata. The sun is taken as the God's eyes and moon is taken as the God's mind. How important it is. Not the fools have said like this. They had some little intellect. They are not blinds. You are blind who is unable to see them. So, blind faith belongs to the ignorant persons. They have no proper eyes, mental, intellectual eyes. So they are called blind fellows. These eyes, so-called physical eyes, are good for nothing. How much it can see? So mental eye is affected, this physical eye is also affected, and the body also. So all these observances should be followed. These are called kamya. No, naimitika karma, some special, occasional duties what we have to perform. So Nisiddha karma we discussed a little yesterday, forbidden actions. There are some actions which are very strongly opposed by the rulers, rule makers. One should not do such and such actions, even by mistake. Mistakes are pardoned sometimes. Serious mistakes are never excused. No. So one has to be very, very cautious at all time. These are called kamya karmas, nisiddha karmas and prashchita karmas. Actions performed to neutralize the effects of evil actions or sins. Can it be possible? There are clues. Yoga karmasu kausalam. There is skill. Some loopholes. Loopholes in the rules and regulations. When our Samvidhan, our constitution is made, there are so many laws, bylaws and supporting laws, so many laws and everything. Nobody can go through the whole constitution perfectly. They go through part by part. Some are special in some parts. But dharmasya tattvam nihitam guhayam. You need not go through all the constitutions of all the countries wherever you go. No need. You have got common sense. Common sense makes all the rules. The basic principle of all the rules is our happiness. The happiness of the people and the beings of every kind. That's why the rules and regulations are formed. It is only for your easy way of life. So it stands upon live in your limits. Do everything up to your limits. You must know your limits. If you enter into others' premises, others will be bound to enter your territory. That is natural law. So don't disturb any beings around you. This is the basic law of all the laws. That is your limit. Do whatever you like. You are free, but your freedom lies upon others' freedom also. You are free, you have right. That doesn't mean others lose all this. They don't have. So if everybody has got right to live, so is it good to disturb others? If you disturb others, some others or the same others will be bound to disturb you. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. This you cannot avoid. That's why on this basis the law of all the laws is said in one sentence. Do unto others as you wish to be done by others. This is the fundamental law of all the constitutions. Don't disturb others by any means. You have your freedom. within your limit. Did I tell you the story? Shall I repeat it again? Once some foreigners from different countries wanted to celebrate Mother Anandamayi's centenary. They came to Sivananda Ashram, Rishikesh. There was some other functions were going on. So Chidananda Swamiji asked them to come over to Ganeshpur, Uttarkashi, Sivananda Ashram. Go to Premanand, he will arrange everything for you. They came here. We want to, some 20-25 persons. They told me the situation. I said, yes, I am ready to help you in all means. Okay, I arranged for their accommodations, and I said, you can do everything, set up your routine. For 1 week or so they wanted to be here. So, okay, as far as possible I will of course support you, and I shall join you also. So the leader of the party comes to me in the end and asks, Swamiji, what are the rules and regulations of the ashram? We want to follow them. I said, don't worry about it. Go on with your program. No, Swamiji, how it can be? We are foreigners, we are guests here. We have to follow the ashram rules and regulations. Don't worry, my dear. Go on with your program. No, I want to know, Swamiji. We shall follow positively. I said, there is one very hard rule. You cannot follow it. Why are you worrying about it? No, we shall follow it. Please tell me. I said, no rule is rule here. No rule is rule here. Will you follow? Yes, Swamiji, it is so easy. No rule is rule here. They started doing anything and everything. There were some other people also in the ashram. They started taking bath nude and came out nude, and they were shouting and doing everything as they like. No rule. So others complained against them. I called the leader, my dear, be incensed. Swamiji, you only told there is no rule. I said, yes, I only told. Yet I am persisting on my saying, there is no rule. Is it for you only or for everyone? No, of course for everyone. So if others start doing everything as they like, they will come and fight with you and shout when you do some functions. They will start singing outside and dancing. Will it be good for you? No, never. So how did you think you can disturb others? No rule means it is applicable for everyone. So you have to understand the no rule, that is, your freedom is limited within yourself. Did you follow now? Yes, Swamiji, please excuse, we didn't understand the no rule system. No rule means all the rules are applicable. This you have to understand properly. Then of course they were keeping quiet. They didn't observe, they didn't disturb anyone else there afterwards. So in this way, the rules are made by you only. And that is basically not to disturb others. Why to go through the constitution? If this is observed properly and sensibly, all the rules are observed. You should not disturb others. You should not come in the way of others. In no way you have right to disturb others, or else you will be disturbed by others. Do unto others as you wish to be done by others. Every actions and reactions you must be in sense. That is the rule of all the rules. So if you have common sense, you can do the right thing. So in this way, when some offense are done, knowingly or unknowingly, to the others, some are, of course, pardonable, but some serious mistakes that cannot be excused. So you have to do something against it. If you have done some mistakes, you have to punish yourself. You need not wait for others to punish you. On this, there is an interesting story on our Lord Jesus. Once he was passing through some streets, and some group of people, they were shouting and beating a person. So Jesus stood there and inquired, why are you beating one person? All your group is going on troubling him. He is one. Why you are doing so? No, he is a culprit. He has done such mistakes, so he should be punished. Oh, yes. So please stop for a moment, hear me. You can punish afterwards. Just hear me for a moment. Jesus said, who has right to punish him? Because he has done a mistake. Who can punish him? Naturally, mistakeless person has the right to punish him, isn't it? Who has never done any mistakes? So everybody told in the same voice, yes, this is the truth. He will be had the right to punish him who has not done this mistake or any mistake. Mistakeless person has right to punish the mistake who has done the mistake. Okay, come on, speak the truth. Don't cheat yourself. Who has not done any mistakes, he will come forward to kill him. I will help him. Everybody became serious and stopped beating him, apologized to Jesus. They understood their mistake. You have the right then only if you are mistakeless. Who is born in this earth who has complete mistakeless life, where there will be good, there will be bad. This is relative world. Can you take out the darkness from the light? Can you take out the head from the tail of a coin? It is impossible in relative world. So, you have no right to find fault with others. You have right to find fault with yourself. That is the best duty you can perform. Rectify yourself. In Hindi there is a saying, "Aap bhala to jag bhala." So there are some rules and regulations. It is born out of common sense only. When you have done some mistake, you have the right to punish yourself, not to others. To yourself, so that you can rectify yourself. And other way, Pratipaksha Bhavana, yoga says, if you have done some bad thing, so you have to do some good thing to neutralize it, or to dissolve the bad somehow or other. There are ways. If some ink has fallen down on your writings, what do? Now you have whitener, isn't it? And then you can rewrite over the right things. Or there are some other ways also, some spirits or some other chemicals to wipe out it. So the mistakes can be rectified by applying the opposite with it. If you have hatred somebody, start loving him somehow or other. First at least mentally, then verbally, then go and embrace him. He will be bound to forget your mistakes done towards him. He will be bound. It is practical. I have experienced it. I have many such examples. Your enemies become your friend. If you never think ill of others, never think ill of your enemy. That's how the saints pray, Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Let the whole world be happy, including my enemies. Oh Lord, sabko sanmati de Bhagavan. Gandhiji used to pray, Ishwara ala tere naam, sabko sanmati de Bhagavan. Oh Lord, give proper understanding to everyone. Let my enemy also think properly and rightly, so that he will not practice enmity towards me again. Let him be rectified. Oh Lord, please give him a good mind. They never think ill of others. This is the quality of a saint. If they abuse others, curse others, it is only for their good, for betterment. जा तेरा भला हो जाए, है मेरे को तंग करता है. Go, have some good things. Go to hell and enjoy there the heaven. Because anger is not controlled, what to do? So their anger is only for betterment of others. This is how one should act, and there are some such events wrong events which can be rectified by replacement of good things. Or there are other ways to dissolve the wrong itself. For example, I shall tell you some laws of action. If you have done some good things, you should not express it before others. Why? Because it produces ego in you. So you should hide it. Don't express it to the others. So much so, if the right hand given some money as charity, the left hand should not know it. Gupta Dan, secret charity. Nobody should know it. Hidingly you should do it. The good things should be hidden and bad things should be expressed. We do the just opposite. We go on praising ourselves. I have done like that, I have done like that. Because we have expectation of our good actions. People should praise me. I should have name and fame. I should be recognized as a good man. All these indirect ego acts, that is very, very dangerous. Your good actions has gone in vain. We should not express it, we should hide it. And why I am telling, I will tell you the purpose. The laws of action. You should, on the other hand, you should go on propagating what bads you have done. Why? So it will reduce your ego and it will not allow you to repeat it again. And others will split at you. So by that your sin will be distributed among others. This is how, this is the secret of the actions. And if you express your good things before others, they will praise you and then they share your good things among themselves. So it is gone. They will share. By praising you, they take away your virtues, merits, and by abusing you, splitting at you, condemning you, they take away your sins. So it is said like this, which good people, man of understandings, they practice this thing. Very few who are insane. We always are senseless fellows.
स्वामी जी आप हमेशा बोलते हैं मैन ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग, कल भी आप बोला मैन ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग, मैन ऑफ विजडम, तो कभी वुमेन ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं बोलते, वुमेन ऑफ
Sorry. Man is twofold. Manu or Adi Manav, the primordial being, human being, he was expected to increase the creation as quickly as it can be. So he went on doing penance, and after a long time there was some unseen voice. Akashvani we say. Akashvani is nothing, it is inner voice, inner voice. The heart speaks. Oh Manu, now onwards you start creating many by copulation, maithun. So he became two. One was Satrupa, 100-fold forms. The feminine and the masculine was Manu. So both were one only. Man means both together. Generally we use such words which holds the both meaning. Man means oh man also. Because oh man, oh man. Indirectly she is also man.
Woman is hidden in man.
Yes. Ardhanarishwar, that's why our Lord Shiva is worshipped as Ardhanarishwar. Half is lady, half is male, half is female. Then only they become one. That's why they marry to live a united life. That is perfect life. So what about all these monks? They renounce the home from childhood. They never marry. They kick the world. Will they go to hell? They should, isn't it? Go and open the doors of the hell. It is not so. The case is different. It is not of our subject now. About renunciation, when and how one should renounce, how it should be renounced. So in this way, we shall finish it. Prayaschitta karma, little we have seen how the sins can be resolved by distributing among others. So other question will arise, are you not doing some mistake by distributing your sins among others? You are not forcing anyone, it is but natural. How can you be accused? No. If you do it purposefully, you are doing some other mistake unknowingly. If you are not doing it purposefully, it is nature who does all this. Everything is distributed among everyone. But shares will be different in ratios. So, hide your meritorious deeds and express all the mistakes you have done. Both way will be benefited. That is called prayaschit. Means replacement, neutralization, and many other ways are there. So these are performed by the people who do mistakes. These are called prayaschita karma. In this way, all the karmas are renounced by a man of realization. When one renounces all the actions in this way mentally, perfectly, fully, 100%, having controlled his senses, mind with all these group under control, the functioning group, the body performance is under full control, and that is the way to happiness. sukham, aste, they enjoy the real happiness. Such people. Navadvare pure dehi naiva kurvan nakarayan. Neither he does anything, nor he forces others to do anything. He is not the cause for any actions of himself or of others. He is never the cause for anything. The cause is ego. Don't forget it. Ego changes every moment. It takes so many different forms. So when the ego is not there, it is a part of mind, fourfold mind, ego, subconscious mind, intellect and mind, ordinary, gross mind. In this way, mind means ego also. So when it is under control, they cannot do any ill of you. In this way, the sannyas is understood. The man who has controlled the senses renounces all actions by discrimination. Discrimination, the decision among two only, the final league match in final. That is, what is permanent, what is not, what is perishable and what is imperishable. That decision is called discrimination. So in this way, by seeing inaction in action, action turns into inaction. He is non-doer and rests happily in this body of 9 openings. It is a city with 9 gates, and he rests without worries. The 9-gated city. Because he is free from cares, he is carefree, worries, worryless, anxieties and fear. Dvetad bhayam bhavati. He is free of fear. Whom to fear? If there are two, one has to be afraid of the other. Why? Two are there. One is smaller than the other. So he is always afraid the taller will dominate over me. Of course, it is understood. Why the taller be afraid of the smaller one? The smaller only becomes the bigger. So one day or other, he will become bigger. Everybody grows. Growth is unavoidable. Time, space, Maya and Brahman, everybody is seen to be growing every moment in all directions. Vardhana Sila, the name of God, is ever growing. Maya also. So the nature also grows. So there is fear. When two are there, everyone has to, both of them have to fear of each other. If one is there is no fear. If one is there is no question of I, expression of I. When you are all alone in a jungle, do you say, my name is Gajanan? To whom do you need to say so? When two are there, you have to express your identity. all our so-called assumptions or our identities of different kinds, we need at the time of two. When you are all alone, nothing is needed. Nobody tries to recognize you. No ego, no identification, no Aadhaar card, no PAN card, no what is that? Credit card, nothing is required. No license, no passport, no visa. One is beyond everything. So there is no question of any fear, and his mind is quite calm, and he enjoys the supreme peace of the eternal in this nine-gated city. The body, the self is the king. The senses, the mind, the subconscious mind, and the intellect are the inhabitants of or subjects. The king has to have a kingdom. Kingdom is the body, city, and all these are subjects. They are under control. The king can sleep nicely. घोड़ा बेच करके सो जाएगा राजा. The ignorant worldly man says, I am resting in the easy chair. Rest. Where do you rest? In easy chair. Okay. And the man of wisdom who has realized that the self is distinct from the body, which is a product of five elements, says, I am resting in the body. I am resting in the body, in the inner chamber, that is the core of the heart. I am resting there. Meditation is called the highest rest. Of course, samadhi, the same meditation, if it is continued for a long time, it is same thing is called samadhi. So in this way, the wise man rests forever in this body, nine-gated city, and the ignorant suffers. So tomorrow we shall say, na kartruttam na karmani lokasya srijati prabhu na karma phala sanjogam svabhavastu pravartate. Then how all these functions are going on in this world? Who is responsible for it, all these? If a knowledgeable person says, I am not doer, I do nothing, then who does all these? Tomorrow we shall see. And also we shall say, what does God promise? Nadatte kasyachid papam nachaiva sukritam vibhu ajnanena vritam jnanam tena muhyanti jantavaha. God says, I am not at all concerned. You are not concerned. I am also not concerned. In between, with the doer and with the person which we can blame and claim, who is that? It is nothing. That is called Maya, which is not there. The absence of the truth. That plays the game. How it happens, tomorrow we shall see. How the absence plays the game, not the presence. Presence has got no problem. Absence has got all the problems. Ajnana means the absence of the knowledge. Ignorant means the absence of knowledge. So the absence has to suffer, and it plays all the game. Presence can do nothing. It is good for nothing. Tomorrow we shall see everything from all-round vision, 360 degree. Hari Om. Thank you. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai. Satchidananda Bhagavan ki jai. Krishna Bhagavan ki jai. Gita Mata ki jai.